Hello, beautiful and exotic women of the world. Welcome back to my channel. Your strength definitely scares the people around you who are threatened and fearful of your power. And they will stop at nothing to humble you, to make you second guess yourself, to make you go into hiding. These people will use the nastiest of tricks. They will pull out of their bag the nastiest tactics to get you to cower into a corner and quit being who you are. I have experienced this myself. People will use witchcraft. They will use low vibrational energies. They will use word curses. They will use gossip and slander as a weapon to destroy you. And don't let you be stunning. Of course, that definitely adds fuel to their fire. It definitely gets them going. They definitely have more excitement when it comes to you and destroying you when you have pretty privileges, when you're beautiful, when you have something that they don't, okay? I was sitting up in bed this morning around 5 a.m. and I got a little emotional just thinking about what I endured. And, I was thinking to myself, like, why did this have to happen to me? I could have had a way smoother life if certain things didn't happen. I was just kind of having a moment of reflection and I was getting sad. And in that moment, I heard a download from the Most High. And he said, you have to keep going. Like, you have to keep going. And immediately, I got the ringing in my ear, which if you know, that's confirmation. And I was just like, I have to just keep going. Like, the second I started to feel like the slightest bit of self-pity, I immediately heard the words, you just have to keep going. And something that I want to remind you all of today is if you are going through hard times, if you are healing from hard times, the pain, the betrayal, the smear campaigns, the abuse, whatever it is that you have endured, the only way you can hurt the people that did something to you is by continuing forward. When I heard those words in my mind, I knew that I had to make a video about this because I know that there's so many of us that battle with spiritual warfare. We battle with a lot of spiritual attacks because of our beauty, because of our light. A lot of you are chosen. A lot of you have a very important purpose on this earth. And because of all of these things combined, maybe you're a star quality woman, maybe you're a triple threat. Your only get back is you standing up again. You can get knocked down 9 times, but you better get up 10. You have to get up. And I realized that this is how you really hurt these people, because you have to understand, ladies, man, woman, doesn't matter. Whoever comes against you, they don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you be who you are. Their goal and mission, whatever spirit that jumped on them when you came into their space, does not want you to prevail. It doesn't want you to fulfill your mission and your purpose on this earth. It doesn't want you to love yourself, to love the Most High. It doesn't want you to have pretty privileges, be beautiful, get the best experiences and opportunities in life. It wants you to be destitute and without. It wants you to question and doubt who you are, and it wants you to basically go into hiding forever for the rest of your life. And people will do some crazy things. I was sitting back thinking about how far some people went to try to hurt me and destroy me, all because of their own insecurities and their own self-consciousness. I've had an abusive ex who was extremely verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, and physically abusive, to the point where it used to scare me. If you've ever been in a situation like that, you understand how scary it can be, how low these types of men go. They will go to the depths of hell to intimidate you, to scare you, to hurt you, and to put fear into your soul. I've dealt with friends, quote unquote friends, who have betrayed me deeply. I've dealt with acquaintances who have smeared my name, who have created rumors out of nowhere, who have been behind some of the worst smear campaigns and the worst just character assassinations that you can think of. I experienced some of the most painful things in the workplace because of my beauty, because of my personality, because I was good at what I did. And people want to punish you for being good at your job. And I was just sitting back thinking about all of these things that I endured, and I was like, wow, I don't know how I made it through, but then again, I do. If you know, you know. When you have God on your side, you will get through some of the most ugliest things. And what hurts these people, my enemies, and what will hurt your enemies, is if you continue to stand up, period. They don't want you to stand up. They don't want you to have faith in yourself again, trust in the Most High again. They don't want you to love yourself. They don't want you to see how great you are. They want to chip away at your confidence. They want to make you nothing, basically. And that's why bullying and abuse is so scary, because what is the end goal? Like, me and a few of my friends a long time ago were talking about this. Like, when you really unpack bullying, abuse, and just traumatizing a person, what is the end goal? Because ultimately what you are wanting to do is kill them. Maybe not all the time literally, but you can kill somebody emotionally, psychologically. And in some cases, in some of these cases, in the severe cases, like I've endured, and I know some of you have, if it was up to these people, you would off yourself, if they had it their way. People aren't going to say that, but let's really think about this. Bullying at its core is destructive. You're trying to kill a part of a person's spirit, and depending on how deep that malice and dislike runs, you may want them to kill themselves, if we're just being honest. So I say all of this to say, you have to get up. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know who has punished you for being pretty. I don't know who has turned their back on you. I don't know who's betrayed you. I don't know who's come against you because of how you look or because of what you carry internally, because of your light. But you have to get up. You have to keep going, because that is how you hurt these people who thought that you were going to end up stuck in the grave, broke, ugly, overweight, whatever they tried to project onto you or whatever they wanted the outcome of your life to be. You have to literally live in spite of these people. And that's when things kind of get exciting and fun, because now you have a purpose to take a big dump on people. Like, now you have a reason to get up every day and go hard in the gym and build your dream body. You have a reason to hustle hard and save your money and achieve all the financial stability that you've always wanted, so that you can get the things that these people will never have access to. You finally have the fire under your behind to achieve greatness and excel what these people thought you would reach, And that's my biggest flex, is that I have surpassed the boxes and the places that these people have tried to put me in and keep me at, and that is something that I am really proud of myself for, and I give all the glory, of course, to the Most High, because I have not allowed myself to stay stuck in the season that these people tried to freeze my life at. When someone tries to come up against you, when they're trying to destroy you, they're trying to stop your life where it's at. And when you think about it, we could all think of someone who's gone through something really traumatic or horrible, and they have never recovered. And that's really unfortunate. But that does not have to be everyone's story. You can absolutely stand up if you find the reason to. If you realize and wake up to the fact that a lot of these people are afraid of your potential, so you need to fall in line and step fully into your potential, you will hurt these people more than anything else. Because if you knew how far they went, the effort and the energy they exerted to try to dismantle your life, you would be surprised. You'd be like, wow, if they put all this energy into working out, into taking care of their hair and skin, into getting a job, into opening a business, they would be so well off and happy and so far ahead in life. But no, they are too worried about trying to destiny swap with people, smear people's names, betray and hurt people, siphon people's energy. Like, they are so focused on people on the outside of them. Don't even think about working on themselves, becoming a better version. They're always focused on who's triggering me, who's making me uncomfortable, who's making me insecure. Girl, if you don't go sit down and go do the work on yourself to become happy and healed and whole, why are you terrorizing everyone else because you feel horribly about yourself. That has nothing to do with anyone. But of course, again, these people don't do the work. They don't self-reflect. They're NPCs, they're bots, they're Decepticons. They are red flags walking. And so they're not going to do the work. They're not going to put all the energy they put into bullying people into themselves. They're just going to continue to get intimidated and triggered by people because they have something that they don't. I find that a part of this archetype of person that is very strange to me is they have this sense of entitlement where they can be extremely triggered or bothered by you because of how you show up, how you carry yourself, how clean cut you are. Maybe you have excellent style and fashion sense. Maybe you're just beautiful and you radiate beauty and you're kind. These people don't even they are mad at you for gifts and abilities and just things that you have that come with who you are. And it's like they don't even realize if they tried to maybe achieve these things for themselves, they could have it. But no, they would rather be mad at you for just existing. How the hell are you mad at me because I'm existing? You have a problem with yourself. You have a problem with how you look, how you show up, how you carry yourself. And you're so busy trying to tear me down that you are failing to realize that you could actually achieve this level of beauty, achieve this level of privilege, achieve this level of happiness and joy if you were to just give it a try for yourself. But of course, lazy people are entitled, bitter people are entitled, miserable people are entitled, and they feel like you don't deserve to have what you worked hard for. You don't deserve to have what the Most High blessed you with. You don't deserve to have these gifts and talents and abilities because why don't I have it? Why don't you go back to square one and figure out where you lost the plot? Because I'm sure there was somewhere along the lines that you dropped the ball and failed to pick it back up again. But ladies, I don't know. You let me know your thoughts on people who do this and people who behave like this. It is really frustrating to live in a world where these people are just in abundance and we have to share the same air as these people. If it was up to me, I would just take all the pretty girls with genuine clean hearts and I would fly us off to our own little planet somewhere so we can live peacefully. But I don't know, you ladies let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.